Welcome back to Pyre to continue our journey. See where else there is to explore. Well, I mean, we're going north. We're going up a mountain, which will be fun. At dawn, Volfred is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods into the cold lands to the north. I got McDonald's, and it's making me burpy. Beyond which lies your next destination, which is annoying. Sclorian Shore. You have not yet been to this region of the downside. Volfred reveals this is the one path through the woods to the north. Through the Needle Grove. What luck. Ah, snowy and ice. Sclorian Shore. You get clear of the woods at last and arrive in lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Alodil. You will have to make it all the way to the top. In a moment of respite, Volfred calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rites and the plan to which he alluded. You banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible, am I correct? But let me ask you something. What does that freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject and only know the truth of how you feel. What does freedom mean to you? Doing what you want? Don't I already? Achieving inner peace? I don't think anything such things exists. Having no master? Technically, I don't have a master. Going where you please? You kind of already can. To feel true love? I mean, you don't need to be free to have that. Living without fear? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty damn good. Freedom means living without concern for others' judgment or approval. Well, I mean, if you put it like that... I'm not afraid of judgment or approval. I'm afraid of morons running around without masks on, demanding that they should be allowed to infect everyone around them with a disease that they refuse to admit exists because they're full of fucking stupid. Freedom is just another empty goal to chase, to give one's life a false sense of meaning. Well. Freedom means not having one's strongest feelings and emotions repressed or rebuffed. That sounds right. You told Volfred that a freedom is to experience pure, unrequited love, a state of deep emotional honesty and fulfillment. I do feel fairly free when I'm with my wife. If you love someone and they love you back, nothing else matters. Damn right. He considers your remarks for a short while. A romantic, are we, my girl? An interesting interpretation, and I'll grant you that when one is spurred by love, one tends to feel unbounded by other forces typically at pay. Nevertheless, the love that you describe does not supplement basic necessities, and may be unable to take root in certain circumstances. True. The love that you describe may well wither on the vine in such a place as this. He then turns his attention to the whole group. Now, let me tell you what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live life without fear. Well, that's what to be able to indulge one's curiosities and passions. At least, the ones that cause no harm to others without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal. Yeah, that'd be great. I would love for that to exist in this world. Being gay is not a crime. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know or whom you love, or what you choose to think or not think. He looks out towards the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more. And you will be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not be truly free, I think. At least, you would become complicit to an ancient system that would deign to cast down others such as you. It is a system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear they will not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking to each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rights. Then we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral Sanctum. The burned-down remains of the old capital of the Commonwealth. The remains stand as a warning to those who would seek to spread freedom, forbidden knowledge. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. You're plotting a revolt. Just so. I am asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. The reader and myself, you know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be part of this, nor is it in my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way if you wish. Live out your remaining days here, like so many others. So, if anyone among you prefers that, if you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth as you are doing here, then speak now. Volfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, some others not. But all of you are bound together through the rights and are integral to our plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom, you will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth. But together you can bring it about, both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. Then he lets out a long breath. That's it. I ask you all think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Volfred turns towards the mountain, leaving you to consider what he said and plot the wagon's northward path. Okay. Mur Pass. Is that it? That looks like it's it. Pathway leading north to the Sacred Mountains. Volfred indicates is the only way to reach the base of Mount Alodial. Well, then I guess we're going that way. Those bushes look like cats, all bunned up like cat buns. Anyway, beyond lies Mount Alodial. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent. Okay. Hey! Calls for headwind. What's up, Volfred? There you are, my girl. There's something which I wanted to discuss with you in private. Volfred stares at you, rather intently, as if reaching out to you, and then... You do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we. We are not limited to reading pages from a book, though your ability in this, I sense, is nascent still. Mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see, as well now, that they haven't told you yet, your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group. In light of this, the answer then was plain. You simply did not know, or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves, other than Tarek, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected when first we met that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage of the Book of Rites, which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment, and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part just yet. Volfred breaks free from you and looks at you again, then he speaks to you as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as a reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you're getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you return, if that is what you had in mind. So once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees. Not for you, nor any one of us. Do you understand? You've learned in life to keep your expectations low and tempered. Yep. The warning is of little consequence to you. You've already known those keen to warn against one course of action or another. None of it swayed you, and as ever, you shall forge your path. Very well. A lack of concern is fine with me, although I do not share your outlook. As long as yours is not a lack of understanding. Know that we have much at stake here in this, anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back into the Commonwealth, which casts us down here to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around. Then we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the sacred mountains in the coming days. Until then, he strides out of the wagon then, leaving you with your thoughts. And there's still nothing here for him. Hasn't officially joined us. It's a shame. It's a shame. Anyway. Greetings to you, lovely reader. I am at your disposal. I believe you... Certainly, my reader. You need but indicate who it is to be the subject for this round. Edwin. You asked Hydra to administer one of her special trials for Hedwin. Oh, you must be the nomad boy. So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then, let us bring him forth. Soon, Hedwin appears in heed of the summons. Hey, my friend. What's going on? Nomads such as Hedwin have a well-balanced abilities in the rites, but no exceptional advantages. Honestly, sometimes having someone balanced is helpful. Vibration Sandra appears and unfastens her masks. Listen well, boy. You answer to me here. Understood. You are a fool! Do not talk back to me. Your reliance on your friends is such a burden upon them. Let's see what you can do without their aid, save for that of your lovely reader there. Alright, what we got? Ah, the full team. Coolio. More dog. Whoop. Ah, shit balls. Oh boy, you're just going right on in. Fuck. Okay. Nope, I didn't jump in time. This is going poorly. Yeah. Very, very poorly. Whoop. Apparently, I have it. Whew. I didn't realize I picked up the ball. I was ready to kill him with something else. My bad. Silly dog. Ow! That was not the plan. Fucker. Fucker. This is not easy. Whoop! I don't have a lot of stamina. Come on, where's my mouse? Come on. Whoop! That's fine. Worth. Not worth. 2, 1, 3. Bye-bye. Wrong button. Perfect. Huh! Shit! Oh, well, it almost landed on their fucking point. Where are you going? Not sure, Dariel. Worth. Fuck me. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Alright. Oh good, now you have the Rookie. This is going to take a couple tries. I'm getting fucking slaughtered here. There's such a delay before I can fire, and the jump is inconsistent. I lose. Also, you don't spawn with your aura immediately in place. Alright, let's try this again. That did not go well. Pitiful, the nomad boy is all spark and no fire. I would tell you not to waste my time, boy, but the truth is that my time is there for you to waste. Someone you are feeling more prepared. Let's go stronger first. Alright, so I'm gonna change his equipment. What does he currently have equipped? Clearly not something that's helpful. Increasing his presence. Where's my mouse? Vision returns. You do not prevail on Headwind Scribe. You can reattempt it now or after you gain more enlightenment. He's already level 3. Presence. Yeah, it's not helpful. Oh yeah. Sir Gilman. Should we'll leave that for now. What do you have again? Yes, let's do that. Have you be quickly rushing in. Quickness might be the way to go with this. You can't use either of them, so we're going to do that. Try and get you nice and quick. See if that helps. Let's increase your presence. Why not? Alright, let's give it another try. Back again so soon? Oh yeah, we're not done yet. You need but choose among those unenlightened fools. Yeah, it's the same. We're doing the same thing. Alright. Let's see if that one again. See if he fares any better this time. We shall indeed. I can do this. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Headwind may not be one of my primaries, but I can do this. Just go right into it. Nope. Perfect. Nope. Fuck, I even increased my quickness. Fuck! Blah. I'm trying to be defensive. I need to be more aggressive, clearly. No! Stamina. Jesus! That lunge was much longer than expected. Right, fuck off, dog. Jumping. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Gotta be more aggressive. Fuck. Oh, come on. That didn't hit him. Bullshit. Ah. Well, that was a quick charge. Mine never charges that fast. What the fuck? I'm sprinting into the wall. Sprinting into the wall still. Okay. Don't know why I got around you guys that easily, but I'll take it. As if none of you were expecting me to go up. I can't. I'm sitting there just mashing jump as I walk into the aura. Bye-bye, not Rookie. Jump! How? Fuck off. Fuck. 2, 1, come on. What? What? You lost the ball. He threw... Whatever. Okay, the game is cheating. It's actively cheating to make this harder. Ah. That one wasn't a cheat. That one was on me. Nope. That one was also on me. You fuck. Fuck. Alright, we got this. I swear to God, sometimes I can jump immediately, other times it's like, nah. There's no consistency with when and why. Fuck you. God damn it, that was aggravating. Because, like, there was times where I was like, and charge, jump. It was great. And other times it was like, charge, you have to stand there and wait for them to hit you. Good. We did it. It seems you did indeed, boy. Your performance was sufficient. You passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order. To you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. So we got a new item for him. Alright. Good to be back after all that. Say, what's that you have there? Goals Bracer. The General. Headwind power casts his aura with greater ease and gains an infinite stamina on hit for 2 seconds. To power cast. Oh, when he power casts. Okay. To find their mark, Sandra and the Sisters of the Arch first had to circumvent his loyal man-at-arms. Huh. Sweet. I don't really power cast though, so neat. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Discuss the plan. Wishes to continue speaking about the group. Earlier, Wilfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we'd go free together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Headwind, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Alodil, there to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Instead, the scribes themselves keep watch over Scribe's Gate. The judgment of the scribes determines who can cross and who is sent the fast way down. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if she could not merely skim that chapter of the book. If she did not. My bad. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fall of Solem and meet our adversaries in the rites. They are to be the Tempers. Mighty Triumvirate, that is the closest rival, led by the demon Ignarius. This is a different one. Closest rival of the Nightwings. Led by the demon Ignarius. He is the notorious demon leader of one of the most feared triumvirates in the rites. You'll know him when you see him. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirate prevails, there's somebody will whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth. Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in, and clothed, and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about all this? The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever, and freedom from the downside is impossible? Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So then, that's it? We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays? For most of those participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed, for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. We will. Wilfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vocations. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent of Mount Alodil. Yeah. Sticking with the tried and true. Boost for everything. And a quiet corridor near the black, just blah blah blah. Hope. You concentrate on the substance of the words and teaching in the Book of Rites, such as you understand them thus far. Inspiration comes from the flash. I gained a point in spirit. Nice. Just one more and I have them all mastered. Yay. No one in the cart wants to talk to me? Okay. Forward! Climb! Oh, or forward that way. I've never been to this region, the downside. Fun. I like how they're all in their raiments. The statues and stuff in the back. Here before you lies Mount Alodil, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather around again before Volfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. Oh, I don't know, I'm yawning. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. There's only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is to go free at first, who shall it be? Go on now. Don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madam? That I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries of the rights. What is it they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire, thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rites. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those who live to redeem their transgression. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I've been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. Took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwin over there. He was tasked with seeking two trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough help, and he and his friends could go free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then why you? Because I have reason to believe they're not the sort to play right back in the Commonwealth's old hands. The rites, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head's being spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. This is important. Your fellow exile's freedom seems to hinge on Volfred's plan. You ought to consider it every word. Volfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much as what he is willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jodariel raises her voice again. Hold. You mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know why us. Why are me, among all the others, chosen for this liberation rite? On a bloodied moon in the fall of Solom, an exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. The anointed champion then shall plunge into the shimmering pool and return to glory. Aha, I see. But that is simple, really, Adam. You are chosen. You are qualified. I should say, because as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain. Though in this case the expression is quite literally true. When the 8 created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf. Exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today. The accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all the others would be judged. The group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites, you see. The others, erstwhile, jockey for position, for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we just don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in a common right, then. Participation is all that matters. Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still the other triumvirates pressed on, with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this to Volfred, as Volfred takes his leave. Why am I going? Oh, I got so much sleep. Sorry, talking a lot apparently makes me yawn. Others reconnoiter pathways leading to the mountains and present you with some options. Okay. Emperor's Fall, a pathway on the outskirts of Mount Abadil's nameless lower summits. Pamela expects long-lost valuables to be stashed here. A gap through the nameless lower summits beneath Mount Aladil. Faye believes the 8 scribes will bless whoever goes there. I mean, I trust Faye to know when we get blessed. She's been right every other time. Sublime beauty of Mount Aladil, along with the thin air this high above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. However, Faye has been positively bursting with excitement. Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? Tizo seems not to share Faye's enthusiasm. He does not like the cold. You've been here before, Tizo, isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I think I'd stay. And then maybe I got too cold or hungry. Wait, is that? Something about her changes then. Wait, look, but Tizo, don't you see? Look, don't you see them there? Tizo seems to be exclaiming something in utter disbelief. You yourself see nothing, but Faye rises almost off her feet as the imp looks on, astonished. Was that the scribes? It was. I know it was. They said something to me. They spoke to me. They told us we are welcome, that we're welcome here. Faye runs off to spread the word among all your companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infectious, and in spite of everything, your spirits rise. +2 hope. Nice. Temple Cistern. There's a worm. And one of the sorceresses. High ground. First of 2 paths leading to the mountain summit. Headwind express a passing whim to see a view from here. Second of two paths leading to the mountain. Sir Gilman wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. Okay, Gilman. Also, Tizo would probably like the waters too. Okay, we're going down from where we were starting. Nonsense roads! Nonsense roads. Oh, I love it. At long last! The worm surges towards the waters of the cistern. You decide to join him for a brief excursion. There, after another hard day's ride, you find him in a shallow pool, appearing very much contented. This night, he thought he may never again feel fresh water's cool caress against his scales. He sighs, splashing about from time to time. Then he turns his attention over to you. You, Master Reader, are most kind to take with you this wayward knight. He swears to prove himself to you and to the rest. He knows that soon now someone may go free. He knows the choice of whom may weigh upon you heavily indeed. For it is you who ought to make the choice, is that not so? This night he heard it from the others, so it must be true. Now listen, please, upon what little honor this knight has. This knight's penance isn't yet complete. There's much atoning to be done, so when rises the occasion to decide who ought to go free, this knight wants you to know something. Please do not choose him, not even if you wish, not even if you can. He begs of you. Allow this knight that simple dignity. With that, Sir Gilman sinks into the waters. His tail waves to you to leave him be for now. Sir Gilman does not believe that he deserves his freedom yet. Wow, that gave him some enlightenment. I'm pretty sure they have to be at minimum level 3 before they're allowed to. Must gain enlightenment. The rights or from certain events. It doesn't say where. I'm pretty sure they have to be rank 3 in order to get out, though. That's the deal with that. Well, that was fun. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate, when the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together. Much how we act is with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead on, Tarek.
Secretaves.
There's like a weird beeping in the background. I was worried it was one of my neighbor's fire alarms or something. Please, follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow. When the last of your companions nears the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tarek?
Salutium, Ceres.
It is I. Greetings, Celeste. She watches over Scribe Gate and seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate. Aye. Then let us make this quick. She gestures toward the rest of you. Each of you, in turn, state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. Your fellow exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Headwind the Deserter. Oh, I didn't know that part. I've come here seeking freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with whom I love, one whom I love. The woman bends him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Ruki to speak up next. I'm regarded by the name Ruki Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess, with my chums, preferably. Go see Mama back home. I am Captain Jodariel. I do not truly know as yet what I am seeking here. Oh, my name is Faye. And I am here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. I must be them, because if not, then who? Tizo seeks to live up to the Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. I hope so, Tizo. Sir Gilman of the Sea Domain at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. That he did. Pamitha, Thyon. I'm only here because my sister's here. Then, as Volfred stepped forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. You. I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you, I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. Then state why you are here, and as have the others. My name is Volfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side, and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you. There is no one left to go. Just a crippled scholar. When they learned you knew the old ways, they came for you and you could not outrun it. You could not run far. Your youth is gone, but your thirst for knowledge earned you a trip to the downside. Old farmhand, war orphan. Years of strife between the Commonwealth and the high-wing remnants afflicted you since birth. You don't know who you are. You cannot make out the details of what life was like in the Commonwealth. You cannot, for the life of you, recall a time before arriving at the downside. Details of the Commonwealth are scarce within your mind. Perhaps you wanted to forget the place. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. You want true freedom? You wish to return to the Commonwealth and live your days? You want to help your friends? You want revenge cast out into the downside? You want to see what happens? All you expect is the outcome of those whole ordeal is going to be interesting. True. I want to help my friends. Oh, this might be important. Important. The companions you have met here, who have helped you to survive and to find kinship in the downside, your priority is to ensure that they have achieved their goals. That is all you wish for now. Roman regards you for a time, then nods once and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth and with glory. And Tarek, I, Celeste, be on your way as well. The little minstrel bows his head, puts his hat back on. He does not look back at her. Alright. We're going to stop this episode not long after we get in here. I can't remember if we have a commence the right button. Alright, I'm going to stop it here. So we're about to go into a very important rite. Very, very important. We still have 2 more people that we're going to add to our party before the end of the game, but that's for later, and not related to what's about to happen. Because what's about to happen is going to be interesting. And I will discuss the implications of different things with that after it's done. But for now, you guys have yourselves a wonderful night.